Welcome to the DOZ from the BIBLE. This is the second time these petty ass popo hoes have switched the battery out of my sister's car. They some petty ass motherfuckers, believe me. So I'm going to document that with VA. Because I'm tired of them fucking with cars. Every fucking thing they do, I'm gonna document it.
Welcome to the Department of Veterans Affairs Telephone Assistance Service.
Because like I say, they trying to kill a nigga.
You have reached the 988 suicide.
You better put the right battery back in here while I'm asleep, bitch. Before my brother look at it. Because he know what battery we bought for this bitch and it wasn't no ever ready or whatever the fuck shit you got in here.
Your call is now
petty ass bitch.
Veterans Crisis Line. Your call will be recorded. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. During the silent transfer, you may hear beeps. Please stay on the line as your call is transferred to the next available VCL
I'm having to get a
responder.
jump because the car wouldn't crank. And I said, this is not the... When I looked up on the hood, this is not the battery. We had a green sticker on the battery from Walmart. Not no fucking blue sticker.
The single most important thing you can do to improve your health.
Motherfuckers trying to do everything to try to make somebody's life miserable because you can't accept who I am in Christ.
And your family safe. To maintain good health.
And I'm exposing your fucking dirt. Collin County, Dallas County.
Get the facts.
Stop being a petty bitch.
Learn what you can do today.
Petty ass motherfuckers.
Are you connected to My Healthy Vet?
I'm sure gonna have him take it to AutoZone. Cause this ain't the fucking battery we purchased. Always trying to cost somebody money and shit with your petty ass.
We will return to take your call in just one moment.
Reach your ass. Proverbs 23, bitch. Stop meddling, bitch. Cause you're a fucking fool when you're meddling.
Did you know there are practical steps you can take to keep...
Glad I saw somebody had that on YouTube and it was right on time because that's all these hoes do. Meddle with people.
Get the facts. Talk to your healthcare team member to learn what you can do today.
Proverbs 3. Proverbs 20. Verse 3. I'm just documenting with VA how they have come in and changed the battery in here. And this is the very reason why I'm going to arm myself. Very reason. And they had to do it while I was in the hotel.
Thank you for calling.
See, if they got cameras out there, they do have cameras all around that bitch. So I'll see if there's cameras out there and see who tampered with it. Sure gonna call them and ask them.
Quitting tobacco is the single most important thing you can do to improve your health and protect the health of your
Catch the bitch that did it.
Did you know there are practical steps you can take to keep you and your...
It is an honor for a man to cease from strife. It's an honor for you to cease your strife against me, America.
Talk to your healthcare team members.
But every fool will be meddling. So you're a fucking fool. You keep meddling in my damn business. That's a fucking fool.
Thank you for calling the Veteran Military Crisis Line. My name is Pamela. How may I help you today?
Yeah, Pamela, I'm calling just to document some things because I have the police and the government out trying to take my life. Let me give you my name and my personal information. and harassing me for the past 32 years. The weapons had caused me to have a blood clot with the direct energy weapon that they have been hitting me with the past 6 years, which gave me a blood clot, which I just had surgery on in first week of June, I believe. I'm still recuperating from that surgery. While I was in the hospital here in Dallas, they hit me with the weapons while I was in the hospital, so the doctor know I'm being hit with weapons. I am documenting that they keep tampering with my sister's car as well, switching the batteries out. That's why I'm calling, because they have switched. I just found out they switched my sister's battery out again. They switched it out right after I got out of surgery, or they may have done it while I was in the hospital. And when I got out of the hospital and retrieved her car, which was at my niece's, where my niece lived, we found out that they had switched the battery. Well, I went and stayed in a room. I was staying in a room, and the Dallas police kept coming through the hotel, and I had an appointment with the podiatrist on that Thursday. Well, I got ready to show a guy that they had switched my battery out, because the battery we purchased from Walmart, it had a green sticker on. This one has a blue sticker, and it's called some Ever Ready or something, Ever something. But that's not the battery that I purchased for this vehicle. And it's not even a year old. So these are the things that these people do, the police and the government, as well as hitting me with 3 types of weapons: the ray gun, like I said before, direct energy weapons, and electromagnetic radiation. The government oversees, Department of Defense oversees and owns these weapons. And like I said, they have been hitting me with these weapons, burning my feet and my birthmark in 2019. And that's when I had to call the police, because I'm not sitting in my place getting paid twice a month burning my own feet or my birthmark. Birthmarks don't turn into a sore. So I shared that information with the doctors and all, you know, when I found out that they have caused a blood clot. What they did was attach this weapon to my foot, the type of technology that these people have. Y'all may not be aware of it, but the type of weapons that they have, they attach this direct energy weapon to my foot. I can't have anything electrical on because it sends pains. I can't go by any 5G pose. And what they did, they had it so tight, they blocked the blood flow to my feet and caused a clot. Clots doesn't run in my family on my dad's side. So that was something new that I had to experience. I am still in the healing process, but they are still hitting me with the ray guns all day today. I just didn't call you guys today. But when I found out that they have switched the battery, I am really tired, because in 2009, they tampered with my vehicle and caused it to blow up in an effort to kill me. And it didn't happen.
Okay, Miss Jones, how is that making you feel?
Well, I'm not, trust me, they will never make me want to commit suicide. I've never had those thoughts and never will have those thoughts. The thoughts that I have is defending myself, because frankly, I'm really tired of them stalking me and hitting me with weapons 24/7. I've never been suicidal. I just turned 68 on the 12th. And they've already destroyed my only child, messed up his cognitive abilities. So, one of us got to be in our right mind, okay, drugging him and everything else. So basically, I'm exposing them, and the seers are exposing what they've been doing to me. So they're really desperate right about now. But all the...
Okay, so what I'm understanding, you saying that you was hit with the weapon in the hospital? and someone tampered with your sister's car, switched
Well-
the battery after she got out of surgery?
After I got out of surgery, yeah, I found out that they had switched the battery out, and they put it back in because they know my brother. I started calling my brother, and when I woke up, like I said, the next morning, and I went to my doctor's appointment. When I left my doctor's appointment, I came back to my hometown, Plano, and I was going to share with a friend of mine how they had switched the battery. Well, that's when I found they had put the right battery back in the car. So they just did it again. I just got me I went and got me a room for a couple of nights, and I was sitting here charging the batteries, my phone batteries, and the car wouldn't start, and that's what it did before. So I had to get a jump, and that's when I just found out they done put that same battery back in the car that they had put in there in June. So they done switched the battery again, took the original battery out and put this bum battery in here. And I'm really tired of them doing that.
Ms. Jones, can you share some more of how that's affecting you today?
Well, it's pissing me off. You know, I don't have no thoughts of suicide, and I really never had any thoughts of harming anybody. What I have had thoughts of is defending myself, exercising my Second Amendment rights, and really using my certificate of weapons, because I cannot continue to have these people. And I need to let you know that I am live on my YouTube channel because I document things, because I don't want anybody twisting my words or getting things twisted or confused. That's why I also record the things that they're doing, how all these jets are out here in this ghetto where I live, where I grew up. You know, it's like an airport out here, so I capture them out here circling around me in jets, drones, Cessnas, aiming these particular weapons because they're doing it via private aircraft. You know, I have had police reports. I've had, you know, we've caught a couple, her and her husband, I guess, aiming a laser at me while I'm at 7-Eleven. You know, I don't know if y'all have those where you are, but at a convenience store, submitted that evidence.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, submitted that evidence. And every time I submit evidence, the Plano police and the Dallas police somehow find no evidence, okay? Because they're working together. This has been going on 6 years. And these are Department of Defense's weapons. I know that for a fact. Okay, because I do my research. Lockheed Martin, in fact, created the ray gun and the lasers for them. You know, I do my homework before I make accusations. But I know that the police are involved because, like I said, I had never seen the police circling around. It was 2 carloads in the hotel that I was in. And that particular morning, after I realized they had switched the battery out of the car, apparently they put the right one in, you know, because they are involved in this. They're aiding and abetting these private aircrafts to aim these particular weapons at me and other people, you know, other women too. That's how I found out about them, because other people are being hit with these weapons. And
I just wanted to make sure, Ms. Jones, you say that you don't have any type of current suicidal thoughts?
No, ma'am, I don't, and they will never. I'm a godly person, and that's why they're after me. They found out who I was in Christ in 1991, and it's been hell ever since. They came after my son, drugged him, messed him up. So I share all that evidence. Anything I tell you, I got evidence to support it. I just, you know, if we're sleeping and they're creeping in the middle of the night, I cannot catch them. But what I'm going to do, because this hotel has cameras, I'm going to see if they have, if I can look at the cameras the nights that I was there, where I was parked, to see if I can see anybody on their cameras to catch who tampered with my car, because they had to do it while I was in the hotel, you know.
Okay.
And
well, thanks Miss Jones, for sharing that with you.
With you,
What
you
are you
mean?
gonna do for the? Yes, with me. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. What are you gonna do for the rest of the night?
Well, you know, I'm gonna do what I've been doing for the past 6 years since they've been aiming the weapons. Just stay in God, stay prayed up, go live like I am now, and you know, tell people what these people keep doing. You know, it's really sad that we go and serve this country, and we have to end up defending ourselves because they can't accept the fact that I'm chosen by God, and God has given me some things which I do post on my YouTube channel. I'm just sharing what the Lord has done.
And when you say you go live on your YouTube?
Yeah, or Facebook, and post it on Facebook as well. It's under my real name, which I gave you. You know, if you ever want to check it out. But I have to document things, man, because these people have been out trying to kill me, like I said, for 32 years. And they've already destroyed my only child, messed up his cognitive abilities. He's been on medicine since he was 17. He's 43 now. And they got their hands on him now. So I don't even know if he's alive or dead, because these people do a lot of killing of people and get away with it. But if I don't stand my ground and get louder on these people, you know, they would have killed us a long time ago. Like I said, this is not the first time that they have tampered. They've tampered with every vehicle that I've owned. And the last vehicle I owned, this is my sister's vehicle. The last vehicle I owned, they tried to blow me up, tamper with the wires on it, trying to blow it, exploded. I thought I had a blowout, but just so happened a detective was behind me, and she said my car was on fire, so I was able to pull over and she had called the fire department, but that was in 2009. Then they tampered with my license. You know, I'm self-employed, you know, and at that particular time, I'm retired now. But all the little petty stuff that they do, it's not going to drive me crazy. It's not going to make me commit suicide. But what I am going to do from this point on, since they put me in 2 emergency rooms in May and cost me a blood clot, which I may have to have a couple of toes amputated because of it. You know, these people are hurting my body when I was a healthy person. I wasn't on any medicine. And I'm just not going to continue to have these people hit me with weapons 24 hours a day and not exercise my Second Amendment rights to defend myself as a law-abiding citizen. And that would be with anybody, you know, when the police are aiding and abetting these people and not holding them accountable for the things that they are doing. And they're supposed to...
So let me make sure that I'm understanding what you're saying. So you've been hit by weapons while you was in the hospital. They tampered with your car. Not only while I was in
the hospital, I've been being hit with these weapons 6 years. 6 years this has been going on. And while I was in the hospital, they hit me with the weapons. The doctor realized it because a couple of days before my surgery, my foot was perfectly fine, left foot. And then the next morning, because they had kept me up, hitting me with the weapons, it was all battered and beat up. And, you know, she knew that I didn't do that. So that's when she told me she believed me, you know, so that I was being hit with the weapons. Okay. Now go ahead.
Okay, and also they've been tampering with your
vehicles,
with your car by switching the battery as well.
Yes, and doing other things too that made me put it in the shop.
And burning your feet.
Yes, burning my feet with the ray gun and lasers. They've been knocking my little toe. It's you know, that's the one that's probably going to have to be amputated, because as soon as I got out of the hospital, they were hitting me. They immediately started hitting me on the way home, you know. These people really don't care.
So you saved today? I
I'm never safe, ma'am.
About God is your primary source support.
Right. I'm never really safe. I just deal with the pain. I take Tylenol. That's what they want me to take. And so I had 2 doctor's appointments this last week, last Monday and Thursday. Yeah, because last Monday I saw my vascular doctor and they took the stitches out and out of my leg, and I had a podiatrist appointment, which they are well aware that I am being hit. So I ran out of Tylenol for the pain, because that's the only time I get pain is when they hit me with the laser and with the direct energy weapon. The electromagnetic radiation just swells up my veins and make me sweat a lot. But, it can also cause dehydration and also cancer. And I do have a dot on my ovaries that they were concerned about, which could have been from the electromagnetic radiation, because I've been hit with that 3 years. But the direct energy weapon and the ray gun or lasers, that's been 6 years. Like I say, they burnt my birthmark, and I shared that evidence, photos, with the doctors at the hospital and all. So yeah.
Okay, it sounds like, since you said that, it sounds like you have some ways to be safe tonight. Whereas you say you stay prayed up, and you're gonna go live on YouTube and social media. Anything else?
Well, I just deal with it.
To manage your stress.
I just deal with it because they just set me up last Thursday. The police and the Department of Defense. After the podiatry appointment, I got hit with the ray gun on my foot the whole night, all that morning. And when I tried to call both of them, non-emergency number, the calls kept ending. So they wouldn't let me get through on the non-emergency number just to, document it. So I figured they were plotting against me that night. I just have to deal with it, sister. I'm anointed for this. I have strong faith in God, and that's why they haven't been able to, like I said, it's been a 32-year spiritual battle with my hometown. When they found out, they just hit me again on my toe. So I just kind of deal with it. And for the pain, I've been taking Tylenol. I was taking ibuprofen, but the doctors prefer Tylenol since with the surgery and all. So I just got my Tylenol refill, and I just take it for the pain and deal with it, and post all of these jets and stuff out here at night in this neighborhood.
Is that Tylenol prescribed?
Yes, prescribed. I picked it up from VA Thursday. My podiatrist prescribed.
From the VA pharmacy?
Yeah, from the VA pharmacy. And then I have to keep my foot wrapped with Benadine on it, my toes and all, because those are not healed. They took the stitches out of my leg from the surgery, Yeah, anything I take is prescribed. I don't even like taking medicine. I wasn't even on medicine until I was a healthy person, until they, did this to my leg and kept that direct energy weapon on and wouldn't release it. When they release it, my foot would come back to normal. And the doctors also saw that. Dr. Klein reminded me that she saw how my foot came back to normal when they released the direct energy weapon when I was in the emergency room. The first day they hit me.
Okay.
Then they hit me again the next day. And that's when I had them do a CT scan, and that's when we caught the blood clot. So what they do is...
Kathy, it seems like you have some ways to kind of manage your stress for tonight.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need from me?
No, I just wanted to document the tampering again of my sister's car again. The things that these people doing. So when I do have to defend myself, I will have it documented. And I also like to advise y'all, if something happens to me that I didn't do it, I will never kill myself. I got people out here
Okay.
trying to kill me, and I'm just, I'm out here defending myself every day, 24 hours a day. So, and they're just trying to mess up the
Okay.
same thing that the doctors just repaired, by hitting me with the direct energy weapon on the same leg. They're just really destroying the
Okay.
work that they did,
Okay,
So,
Kathy, I wish you have a pleasant night tonight, and thank you for calling. You have a good night. I can also offer you the beds for warriors.
oh no, they send me back to y'all. I already been through that. Like I said,
Okay.
we've, this
Okay.
been going on 6 years. I've been in contact with you guys for about 4 years. So I've gone through all the people that you guys have referred, and they really can't do anything. So I just deal with it. And like I
I'm sorry
said,
about that, Kathy.
I'm being forced to arm myself because I do have my certificate of weapons. I could have got a weapon in 2018 when I received it, but I've been trying to take care of this stuff, through the chain of command like they say do. But since everybody works together, they're kind of forcing me to go out and arm myself just to protect myself, and that's really sad that we're pushed to do that because they will not stop aiming the weapons. But I am a professional person. I wouldn't go out shooting up anybody because that's not, I'm a person of God, and God is love. But I'm not. They're gonna get theirs. They're already getting it with tornadoes, fires, and floods. God is really taking care of these people, and so they can keep doing the things that they're doing. But the saying is, you reap what you sow. You can't keep doing evil to people and think life is going to go right. And I just try to encourage people to get their hearts in order because the government's covering up and trying to take me out. But you have a good day, and thank you for your compassion.
You mentioned something about that you did have weapons.
No, I didn't say that. I said that I have my certificate of weapons. If I wanted to get a weapon, I could have got it in 2018. Okay, when I received my certificate. They're the ones with the weapons. I'm an unarmed person right now. But what they're doing is forcing us to arm ourselves, to defend ourselves. And that is wrong. All they have to do is stop aiming the weapons, or the police do their job, or the FAA do their job, and we wouldn't have to go out and get weapons to defend ourselves. But this is what is happening. I am going to arm myself because I'm not going to continue to have people, an army full of jets, drones, Cessnas, and helicopters stalking me 24 hours a day, aiming weapons, causing me bodily injury. Now, if they got a problem with that, stop aiming the weapons. And that's the way I see it. Because I'm not bothering anybody. I stay out of people's business, and they should stay out of my business. Whatever God is doing in my life, that is between God and I. And they don't have the right. If I'm not trying to take my life, I'm not going to have someone else do it. Now, people can't understand that. That's their problem. But I've asked for 6 years for them to stop aiming the weapons, and it's still going on. And I'm not going to be a fool and keep allowing them to hit me with weapons, causing me bodily injury, putting me in the hospital. Now, if they want to keep aiming the weapons, they better expect to get aimed back at with a laser or whatever, because that's what I'm going to get too. I'm not going to continue.
Kathy, I hope you have a good night and stay safe.
I thank you. I never have a good night, but thank you for hoping I have a good night, because like I said, these people are 24/7. It's just a spiritual warfare. I'm anointed to handle it, and that's why I'm still standing and still alive. But you have a blessed night, and remember to look up, and thank you for your compassion and having that ear to hear, and documenting this for me, because that's what I'm doing right now, documenting. And you have a blessed night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for the thumbs up. Guess they got my stuff all I had to document these people tampering with my sister's battery again. They again put a fake battery in here, a bum battery in her car, I guess trying to make me get stranded somewhere and have to look for someone to give me a charge. But I'm going to have my brother come look at it because he know what battery we put in here, he put it in. So if they want to keep playing these little petty ass games, and like Proverbs 23 that I just read, and I'll read it again, because a fool is someone who keeps meddling in someone else's business. That's a fool. Proverbs 20 verse 3. I happened to run across that. Someone had posted it, and I said, wow, that's, sometimes that's a word for me. It is an honor for a man to cease from strife. So if they're not ceasing from strifing with me, but every fool will be meddling. So they're fools because they keep meddling and strifing with me. So they're not honorable men. They're the devil. And for someone to come in and go up under your hood, which I know they had to do this while I was in a room this week or last week, that's when they had to do it. And I kind of noticed something wasn't right when I went to my appointment. The car didn't drive right. Then they put a big pole across the battery, which we never had anything across the battery. So I know they tampered with it. We didn't have nothing across the battery we had in here. We was able to lift up the thing to check to see if there was water in the battery. It may not even be any water in that battery, and that might be why it's sounding so funky right now, because they got some bar across it where I can't even lift it up, one of them up, to check the battery. It's going to have to be unscrewed and taken off of there so I can check if there's water in the battery, because they're subject to give me an empty battery, and that may be why it's not cranking. But we also didn't have a blue sticker on the battery. It was green, brand new, came from Walmart. But this is the petty shit that they do because they are fools who keep meddling in someone else's business and can't accept defeat. And that's why I documented that was the VA crisis line, because I'm documenting with VA, since I'm a veteran, the shit that they're doing and how they're out trying to take my life. And I want VA to know that I've never had any thoughts of suicide, but I got these people, the government and the police, trying to take my life because I'm a child of God, chosen. And they can't accept it. Instead, they want to keep meddling because they're fools. Keep meddling with God, y'all gonna find yourself underwater, as in the Noah days, because God is not going to continue to allow them to interfere with his prophetic word, his prophecy. I guarantee it. And they've been meddling for 32 years. So I wanted to document this on my YouTube channel and post it. And what I'll do is come back on when it's dark. The moon is out, but you won't be able to see it. That's another thing they mad about, because I'm posting the moon moving with me and the sun moving with me. So they want to come and do petty ass bullshit. But that's what a petty ass bitch does. Petty ass bullshit. DOZ out. Thanks for the thumbs up and thanks for stopping by.